Hey guys, Jarek here. One of the most common questions I get on my YouTube channel is, what are your PC's specs? I just got a small upgrade to my computer, so I figured, why not just make a video that I prolonged making for a very, very long time and just show you what I have on my computer.
So here's my PC setup. This is where everything happens. This is where I record stuff. This is where I edit stuff. The only thing I don't do right here, obviously, is when I'm filming for my Airsoft channel because I need to be shooting outside. Yes, I do have a couch for a computer chair. Nothing really fancy. I still have my G15 for a keyboard. I do kind of want to get a mechanical keyboard, but this thing is never going to die. I beat the shit out of this thing. Like, I'll be talking to people on Skype and they'll be hearing my typing, so I will literally beat on my keyboard, and it has still worked for years. My mouse is a Logitech G700S. The case I have is a Corsair Obsidian 550D. I love this case because not only is it toolless, which, you know, most cases nowadays are. If I wanted to open this, I don't need any screws. I would just push the button and then pop the side panel off. There we go. But it's completely quiet. That's why I love this case. It is completely lined with foam. So it's a very, very quiet case, and you could probably hear it when I open it. It's much louder now. Like I said, this case is completely toolless, which includes the hard drive bays. I can just pull them out by hand if I really need to. I won't right now because every single one of them is full. These hard drive bays also are SSD compatible. You don't need to buy an adapter for say a smaller SSD. You can just screw them into the hard drive bay itself, which is really convenient. I am running Windows off of a Samsung 840 EVO 500GB SSD. I have 3 Velociraptor hard drives just for recording. That's 600 gigabytes just for recording, just dedicated to recording gameplay because it takes up a lot of space. And then I have 2 green drives just for storage. Say once I'm done with the video, I'll put it over to that because I don't want to lose that video. My CPU is an Intel i7-3820. The motherboard I'm running it on is an MSI X79 build. I forget what exactly model it is, but there's like 4 or 5 different options within the X79 line. I like to call this one the Transformers model because it totally looks like a Transformer. My video card is probably the only thing in here that I could upgrade if I really wanted to. I don't need to. It's an MSI 670 OC. I have it overclocked a little bit. I heard someone just a month ago, for the first time ever, refer to it as a mid-range card, which makes me sad because I bought this when it was brand new, and it's like that shock factor for hearing your video card referred to as mid-range for the first time. I'll eventually upgrade it, but right now I don't really need to. It still maxes every game out. The exception being, like, say, Far Cry 3, turning up the anti-aliasing all the way. That's really the only thing I'd have to turn down, but other than that, it still handles everything fine, so no absolute need to upgrade as of right now. Eventually I will, though. I want to get a 980, but I can't justify spending the money on it if I still have this card. My heatsink is I believe a Corsair H60. I might get that wrong, I haven't checked it in a long while. Pretty sure it's an 860 though. My sound card, which I really have to recommend if you guys don't have a dedicated sound card, to get a dedicated sound card. This makes your audio quality just so much better than using onboard audio. This is a Sound Blaster Recon 3D Fatality card. I don't think they make them anymore. They might have discontinued them, I'm not sure. I'm very happy with it though. And then I'm just using my standard, this is a standard Antec 650 watt power supply. I got this in my last Antec 300 case. This is like a very, very old power supply, but it still works perfectly fine, so no reason to change it out. This is the microphone I use for voiceovers. It is an AT2020 or ATB 2020. I might have gotten the name mixed up a little bit there. I would honestly recommend a Blue Yeti over this. It is a little bit better, but this thing has still served me perfectly fine, so I'm happy with it. It's a pretty good voiceover mic. It does make a little bit of white noise, but that's to be expected from condenser mics. I don't use this for gameplay, I just use this for voiceovers. For gameplay, I use this headset, Plantronics Gamecom 777, and when I'm recording gameplay, I just use the headset on this because it's much better noise cancellation, doesn't have any echo, and I can plug it into my sound card itself, whereas I can't plug this into my sound card because it's USB. Ignore the massive tangle of cords behind my computer, by the way. That just kind of happened. I don't really feel like cleaning it up. I'm being lazy. But to continue on, the capture card I use, totally underneath all my wires, capture card I use is my brand new capture card, Elgato HD60, just pretty simple in design. HDMI in, HDMI out, the Xbox One's plugged in here, and this is plugged out into my LCD, and then a USB into the back of my computer. So that's how it works, very, very simple. So far it has produced some nice quality gameplay, and you guys will see more, especially with the Master Chief Collection coming out. You may be saying, but if you're using your computer's LCD for recording your Xbox One and your 360, how are you able to hear it through your computer? Because I guarantee you, you're not using your LCD speakers. These are terrible. And you'd be right. So what I'm doing is I have an SPDIF cord coming out of my Xbox One and into the back of my sound card, which is this right here. I feel really stupid because for the longest time I was doing this. This is what I did for my 360. I was using digital to analog conversions, basically, where I would take this cord, gosh man, there's so many wires back here, I don't even know where there it is, where I would use these cords, run it into this, and then I would plug it into my mic jack and use the line in and just play that back. And that's what I used. I don't know why I did this. I did this the entire time I was recording my 360. I just now realized there's an SPDIF out on this. I feel really stupid. I actually bought this adapter for my Xbox One so I could use this same method with analog audio instead of digital until I realized, what the hell am I doing? SPDIF, I have it on my sound card there, and I don't need to tie up my microphone line. That makes things so much more simple, so I'm just going to do that instead. Something else I should probably point out, I have an ASUS router. I would highly recommend ASUS routers. If you do a lot of hosting or a lot of online gaming, your router is extremely important, and this one I am very impressed with. Seriously though, don't cheap out on your router. Don't be afraid to actually spend money on it, because cheap routers are obviously you get what you pay for. Before I end the video, I wanted to show the last capture card I had. This is my Blackmagic Intensity Pro. I used this for years, pretty much anything that required recording consoles that I didn't game on my computer, which everyone knows I prefer to, but sometimes you have no choice, like say Halo, which is why I call my Xbox One my Halo box, because the Master Chief Collection soon. Getting off topic. So this is what I use to record my my 360. Blackmagic Intensity Pro, it runs, you plug it into your PCI Express slot on your motherboard, so it'll be sitting in your motherboard just like that, and then the ports will be out of the back of your computer, HDMI in, HDMI out, plug in your Xbox into this one, plug this one out into your LCD. So it works very, very simple, but it sits in your computer, which I kind of prefer because PCI Express is a little bit more reliable than, say, USB, although this, my Elgato has so far worked perfectly fine. But it finally died on me, so it gave me a reason to upgrade. But people did want to see the last capture card I used. The max this can record at was 720p. Like I said, gave me a reason to upgrade anyway. But people wanted to see it. So this is what I used to use to record, and now I have swapped over to my Elgato HD60. It's somewhere under there, under the massive pile of cords.
Alright, well there you go, there's everything inside my computer. I don't think I missed anything. I might have. If I have missed something, just ask me down in the comments and I'll try to answer people. It's a long overdue video. I've been meaning to make this for a long while, and when I got my SSD I just figured I might as well go ahead and make one. So thanks for watching the video, you guys, and I hope this has answered all your questions. If you see someone leave a comment below in any of my videos asking what's in my computer, just link them over to this video. If my computer changes drastically, I'll just update this video and make a new one. Actually, that's what I'll do. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.